Hi friends, another curriculum video. I got another box in the mail. I took it all out because the last video, it was really annoying to hear all the packaging, so I took it out of the box, but it's from The Good and the Beautiful. They finally released the kindergarten prep curriculum, and a new science one that they just released for littles. So I got both of those things. So we are still finishing up the pre-K curriculum, but this one is the next one, which is the kindergarten prep in that series of the language arts. So that they just redid this. That's what I was waiting for it to be released. And they are working on, I think they're releasing the kindergarten one in May, which is the last one I will be ordering for next school year, but this one we'll probably get to before then. I'm hoping like January start this one off. So let's look inside it. I haven't looked in it yet. I just got it out of the box. So this is the kindergarten prep. In the back it says, in preparation for kindergarten, this course primarily focuses on measuring letter recognition and sounds and mastering vowels. The child will also learn to begin to read 2-letter and 3-letter words, continue practicing colors, motor skills, numbers, and rhyming. So let's look inside. There was not like an activities folder like there was with the kindergarten or the pre-K curriculum. Like we got the activities packet that had all the games and stuff in it. So I was a little bit surprised to see that. It's a thin book. There's only, I forget how many lessons. Excuse me. So in the beginning, as always, there's an about this course and an overview, frequently asked questions, all that good stuff. So is there a master thing? I don't know. Okay, so there is not a master, so it's just one unit because it's only 30 lessons. So I just flipped to the back just to make sure. So our overview: mastering recognition of uppercase and lowercase letters, measuring letter sounds, reading 2- and 3-letter CVC, which is consonant, vowel, consonant words, identifying beginning, ending, and middle sounds, recognizing vowels, colors, introduction to world families, numbers 1 through 15, motor skills, and rhyming. So the lessons look very much the same as the pre-K curriculum, which I really like. So on here, you're going to see that up in the corner, there's going to be like an additional items box. So if it's not included, you get that. So that's a nice little heads up. You can see that on here, anything in black is what you are reading to the child. Typically they use, I don't see anything on here. In the pre-K curriculum, anything like you need to know on your own, like it'll tell you if you need to cut something out while they're working on a project, that's in purple usually. But so it's super easy to follow along, which is why I love this curriculum so much. It tells me what to say, what to do, all of that. So you just read to the child and then you can check off as you go. And then as you complete each page, there's a little completed checkbox up at the top. So it's easy to keep track of where you left off. So you can see down here, it looks like there's going to be some sort of a game. And all of the lessons kind of look similar. Lots of pictures, very engaging pages that keep attention span. So Oliver loves to work on these. I'm very excited about this, but there is only 30 lessons in this one. And like I said, they just released it. So yeah. So I'm going to go to the back because I can tell the pages are different. One thing I really like, I'm just going to point this out quick. They do this in the pre-K curriculum too. It shows you where to start. I can't stop coughing and I didn't bring water. And then how to go up and around, like it shows them the order of how you trace the letters too, which I like. All right. Lessons. So 30 lessons covering all of those things. And then we have some extras in the back, which again, I did not look through this, so I'm not really sure exactly what it's for. So lesson 30, it looks like, is actually a assessment. Yep, so it's a 2-part assessment, part 1 and then part 2. And they do these assessments at the end of each thing to make sure that the child is learning what they're supposed to be learning and how that they have mastered it, or shows you their struggling areas, to show you maybe where you need to kind of step up some outside of the workbook work. Okay, so that's part 2. All right, I don't know what these are all for, but it looks like we have some extra things. So some letter cutouts on that page, and then we have a bunch on cardstock, which is what I was wondering about, because all of the activities in the activity folder for pre-K is like a cardstock. That's what all of these are. These look like flashcards. Letter match. So it's a letter match game. And they just punch right out. You don't have to cut them. They punch right out. So we have a couple pages of those. Some blue and then some yellow. And then after the yellow, then we have one of these. This is called Val Vine, which is going to be a game probably. It's really cute. Oh, I see. Then there's like little grapevines. So that's for Val Vine as well. Oh, that's pretty. So there's a bunch of different vines. So you can see that there. Then there's Windmill Whirl. And there's your windmill for it. And then that's it. So that was a quick and easy, thin 30 lesson workbook for kindergarten prep to make sure Oliver knows exactly what he needs to know going into kindergarten starting next year. I'm excited. I wanted to look through this so bad when I opened the box. This is called Science for Little Hands and Hearts. So this is a science curriculum for ages, I believe, 5, like around that age range, around the age of 5. I don't remember. I'll put in the description, I will put all the information for this, but it says on here. So it's a 2-piece thing that you get with this curriculum. So it says, with engaging, wonderfully illustrated stories that bring the topics to life, Little Hearts and Hands, Field and Flowers is a gentle introduction to the study of science for children in preschool through 1st grade. So preschool through 1st grade. So I may start this with him now, just to kind of get him started in it. I am going to be ordering a science curriculum from Sunlight as well, but this at least I think will be a really good start. So this is the Big Book of Science Stories. It's called Fields and Flowers. It's very, it's well made for sure. So here are your stories. Here's what they look like. Okay, so let me look inside of this a little bit more. In here, there's a table of content. There is Lucia's Christmas Fur, Brothers Bark, The Story of Two Spores, Seeds, Desert Plants, Masters of Survival, Parts of a Plant, Butterflies, Adam's Ants, Pesky Mosquitoes, Wiggly Worms, Snakes and Things That Slither, Anthony and His Lizard, The Hunt for the Meadowhawk and Dragonfly. Oh, no, The Hunt for the Meadowhawk Dragonfly, Frogs and Water Plants. So these are like read aloud books. Oh, it's so pretty. I already love this. Read aloud stories, and then what you get with that is the parent guide. So this one is spiral bound, this one is not. So this is a spiral bound guide for the parents to help the child through each lesson. So let's see. In our table of contents, we have all these things. You can pause it and read it if you want. Let's go through it. So it looks like there's a breakdown for each story. Yeah. So there's an about this course. Little children's hearts and minds are most impressionable during the preschool and early elementary years, so it's an important time for molding the way they view learning. Your enthusiasm while teaching is positive and uplifting manner can help foster love of learning and desire for all things good and beautiful. This course strives to assist you in creating a solid educational foundation through fun, interactive, hands-on lessons that require minimum preparation. What does this course set include? A full-color spiral-bound parent guide, which is 80 pages, and then the Big Book of Science stories. It also includes lesson videos that you can access online. And then it just says how to get started with this course. No preparation time is required. Some activities will need additional supplies, which are listed on pages 8 and 9. To complete lessons, simply follow the instructions on each page. Instructions in orange text are for you, and black text is what you read for the child. So that's kind of like what I was telling you before, where you have the black text to read directly to your child, and then the other color text tells you what you need to do. They have lesson overviews, frequently asked questions, books that you can get to go along with it. So we don't have most of these. So we do have the Mazes book, which Oliver loves. We do that after we're done with our pre-K work. That's kind of like he loves to do that as like his like prize at the end. So there's that one. There's a Butterflies and Beetle flip books. There are facts about frogs and snakes. And Glenn and his goat in Grandpa's gold. So like a story that you can order on The Good and the Beautiful. Then there is a page, 2 pages of the activities. So what you need, so your supplies. So for lesson 1, let's just dig into that lesson. Lesson 1 looks like most of the, so lessons 1 through 5 are about trees. Lesson 1 is trees that live and sleep. So the optional activity, you need paper, several leaves from outside, and several crayons. So that's all you need. So these are, what I like about them is typically most of the things you already have in your house that you need extra for each lesson. But I will definitely go through this before we even start it to make sure I have everything like together. That way it's just easier. All right. So here's lesson 1. Here's the first page of lesson 1. So I'm just going to kind of read through it with you so you can see how this is laid out, because it is different. It's quite different than the workbooks for language arts. I can tell that already. So up top it has your supplies needed, which I just read, the paper, leaves, and the crayons. And then in orange, so in your head, you can read to the child, holding up your fingers for the numbers of trees as you read the poem. All right, so there is a poem after that you read to your child. I'm not going to read it to you, but there it is. And then beside that has more reading to the child. So it says, have you ever noticed how many different kinds of trees there are? and then kind of goes over what they look like. Some are tall, some are thin, some are bushy, some are not. And then it has a movie, so it tells you what to go to online so that you know you're following the right thing. So there's that. And then on the back, there are discussions. So after the movie, you can ask questions like, do you remember the word delicious and what it means? How do trees... Oh, if I could read today, that would be helpful. Do you remember what the word deciduous means? And how did the trees get that name? Have you ever noticed that sometimes the sun sets earlier in the evening than other times? Which two seasons have less sunlight? And then the leaves of a deciduous tree have a big job to do in the spring and summer. What are their jobs? And it has the answers for each of those questions underneath of it. And then it goes over your optional activity. Yeah. And then that is it for one lesson. So that is all you have to do. It's pretty easy for the parent. I'm excited to watch some of the videos, but yeah. So I wanted to just show you guys those quickly. So we got those 3 books in. I may order the other books that are said to go along with the science curriculum, just because I like to have extra stuff. So anyways, that's it for now. The kindergarten curriculum for the Good and the Beautiful, the language arts curriculum for kindergarten is going to be released in May. I'm going to be ordering that as soon as it comes out because that is what we are using next August when we start homeschooling officially. So watch out for that video if you guys are into this curriculum stuff. I also, like I said, will be ordering the science unit from Sunlight, and there is a history and Bible unit. It's a history, literature, and Bible unit that I will be ordering from Sunlight as well for kindergarten. So that's all for now. Hit like and follow if you want to see the rest of those videos, if you want to follow us on our homeschooling journey or on our farming journey. All right, guys, bye for now.